welcome back to my channel. My name is Coiffia M if you're new here, and today I am going to be showing you how to achieve this beautiful, subtle copper smoky eye. And this is perfect for summer nights going out. You can wear it to a beer garden, you can wear it to a hookah lounge, you can wear it to the bars, like you can wear it like just walking out on the town, which we're gonna get to do a lot more now because the mask restriction is going up. And I am so happy about that. I got my second vaccination, so I don't think I need to wear a mask anymore, but I'm just gonna play it by ear and just say, I don't need to wear a mask anymore. So without further ado, if you would like to see how I achieve my copper smoky eye look, keep on watching. Alright, so starting out here, I pulled my hair back. I haven't styled it yet because I like to wait until after my makeup is done to style it, and this headband just keeps everything out of the way, and I like when, I don't know, I don't have to worry about my hair getting in my face or into the makeup or anything. And I wash my hands and I sanitize them because I'm going to be touching my face when I put products on, so I would just prefer if my hands are clean when I do that. I'm going to go in with my Hydrogrip primer from Milk, and like I said before, I love this product because it just adheres to your skin and it makes your foundation and the concealer stay so well. So I just put 2 pumps on my ring finger. I'm going to rub them together, and then I'm just going to spread it out and then just rub it in. So this takes about a minute to set, so I'm just going to sit here and wait and fan. The primer's been set for about a minute, so now I'm going to apply my foundation. And the foundation I use is the Marc and it's foundation, and it's called Shameless. It's Youthful Look 24-hour foundation. It also has SPF 25 in it, which is really nice. And the shade I use is called Light R230. So for foundation, I'm going to use a sponge because I feel like you get a more even distribution of product all over your face. I'm just going to open it, squeeze it onto the brush. If you pat it on rather than smear it, you're really going to put it onto your skin instead of just moving it all over your face. Foundation is on, and I put it under my neck as well, just so when I put bronzer down there, it'll stick better. Next, I am going to use my concealer, and the one I use is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, but I like to use this to cover blemishes and not really to sculpt or anything. And the shade that I use is Vanilla, pretty much describing my life right now. I'm just gonna open it and apply to my under eyes, and then apply to any blemishes I see. And my skin has honestly gotten a lot better, which I'm very thankful for, because before, with the masks and everything, it got pretty bad. And my skin never had those problems before, so I'm happy they're getting better. Just gonna check in here because doing it on the screen is kind of hard to tell. So it's been about a minute that the concealer is set, so I'm gonna go in with my Pro Concealer Anti-Cern. If you know how to pronounce that, comment down below because I'm going to need some help with that. And the brush number is 71. This is my Sephora brush. And I'm just going to pat and blend in the foundation. And I like to put concealer on the eyelids and on like under the eyebrows because it helps the eyeshadow stick better, and it also helps with shaping the brow. Everything is blended in together. Now I'm going to go in with my Sephora powder brush, and I'm going to be using the Mercier translucent powder. This has honestly been my go-to for years and years and years. I'm just going to open it, tap it, get some of the powder out into here, into the top. I'm going to push the brush in, tap it, so it's not too much product, and then I'm just gonna blend it under the eyes and over the areas where I have put product. For my highlighter, I am going to be using the Too Faced Best Year Ever palette. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use the shade Blessed for highlight, and the brush I am gonna be using is Sephora, and it's called the Pro Featherweight Blending Brush. It's number 93, and then it also has this Illumiel Effet Zero Matille. I guess that's French or something, and it says 93, so it's brush number 93. Yeah, comment down below if you know what those names like in the brushes mean, because I'm not quite sure. Alright, so first I'm going to hit my nose. I like going over the forehead and then go to the cheekbones. Your chin. I love when the light hits it. It looks so pretty. Oh, I love it. Since this is like a night out look and you want to look kind of schmerksy, I like to schmerksy. Okay, I like to do the Cupid's bow right above the lip. Yep, and you are all set for highlight. Next, for the bronzer, I'm going to go in again with the same palette, and I am going to use the Chocolate Soleil shade right there. So I'm just going to tap my brush in, and I do not want to go in with this directly, because if I do, it's just going to look like one giant splotch. So I'm just going to tap the excess. You see, like, the brush has a lot less on it. I don't know if you can really tell, but looks like there's a lot less on it. And then I'm just going to stretch my face out and go by the hollow of my cheeks and apply it. Alright, next, same process. I'm going to tap the brush, tap it off, and then go on the forehead. Right, now we're gonna go under the neck. So I feel like the bronzer is looking a little bit harsh, so I'm just gonna go in with my powder brush and just blend it out. And you can just use the leftover powder you have on your brush from before to blend it out. So I'm just gonna go in with Nars blush, and the shade is an Orgasm. And I like using it for the day, but I also use it for the night as well. So I'm just gonna tap the brush in, tap it off, smile, and just pat it on. like it's looking a little bit too bright or anything, you could just take the same powder brush and just blend it out. Alright, so your face is done. Now we are moving on to brows. I am going to be using Precisely My Brow from Benefit, and the shade is in number 4. So, I'm so sad this is running out. I need to buy more or something. Alright, so I'm just going to outline the brows. And I'm going to shape it a little bit up here because I don't have an arch. So I'm just going to pencil that in. And you don't want them to look too crayoned in or penciled in or whatever. So just like feather it in, fill in any sparse areas. See, this looks a lot different from this. Now I'm going to be using Gimme Brow Brow Gel from Benefit, and it's in the shade 3.5. So you're just going to brush everything up, and I like to use this for shaping as well. Okay, I don't know why, but my camera stopped recording and I had a mini panic attack because I was so nervous that I didn't press record, but I checked and I have the video saved, so we're back, we're good, everything's all right. Okay, now that that is all handled, we are gonna go on to the eyes, which I am super excited for. I don't do a lot of eyeshadow, but when I do, I really love doing it. I'm gonna go in with this mini Smashbox palette. It's a smoky eye palette, but I'm not gonna use any of the smoky colors for it. I'm just gonna use the base color, which is called Instinct. So I'm gonna go in with this shadow brush from Sephora, and I'm gonna just pat it into this nude color right here. I'm gonna tap it off to get the excess off. And I'm just gonna apply it all over the eye. Alright, so the base is set. Now I am gonna go in with a blending brush from Sephora, and I'm just going to add the crease color in first, because I guess it's called the transition shade. That's what I've heard from James Charles and stuff. We're gonna go in with the Too Faced Best Year Ever palette once more, and I am going to use the shade Don't Give a Fudge right there. Right there. The thing is, with eyeshadow, it's always easier to start slow and keep applying more as you would like than it is to apply a lot and take it off, because I have had to take eyeshadow off before and like diffuse it and make it a lot less, how do you call it? I've had to make it a lot less harsh, and it's been a lot harder than just starting slow and then building up to it. So I'm just gonna take the brush, tap it in there, tap the excess, and just close my eye. Darker, so I'm just gonna tap in the brush once more, just add it in. So I'm just gonna do it one more time on the other side, and you can already see like it has a better build up than this one. Alright, now I'm gonna go in and do the inner corner of the eye to about the middle part. I'm going to be using this concealer brush from Sephora, and I like using a concealer brush when I'm doing more concentrated color because I feel like it packs it in better than if you were using a fluffy brush. So I am going to use the shade Party Over Here for the inner part of my eye. Gold, like coppery kind of shade. Like if a gold and a copper could have a baby, this is the shade that they would have. It's just that one right there. I love it so much. Pat it on. See, oh my gosh, just look at that pigment. Oh, I love it. And just go, the lid. I wouldn't go past the crease. Is done. Now we're going to move on to the outer part, which is going to be darker just to give for that smoky feel. So I'm just going to go back in with that same blending brush, and I am going to use the shade Give Me S'more right there, and it's like a darker brown, so that'll be good for the smoky effect. Tap it in, tap it off, and then just apply it to the outer corner. Alright, so eyes are almost done. Just gonna tap this off. I've tapped it off and I'm just gonna blend it in. Being extra careful around the eye where we applied the shimmer. Thing is, with applying eyeshadow, you want to keep low tension on the brush when you hold it, because if you apply too much tension, then you're going to get it too concentrated. But if you hold it lightly, like this in your hand, it'll be a lot easier and a lot less trouble to blend this out. Alright, I really like how that looks, honestly. I love how that looks. So one thing I forgot to add is highlighter to the inner corner and to the brow bone. So I'm going to be using this brush. It's from the brand called La Rousse, and it's the LR008 angle shading. So I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to use the shade Halo right there. So it's pretty much the same, if not a little bit darker than Blessed, which I used on my cheeks, but I am just going to tap it in. Tap it off and just apply it up here. I'm going to do the inner corners of the eye. So next I am going to be using this Marc Jacobs eyeliner. I don't know exactly what it's called, or actually, found it! Alright, it's called the Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon, and the shade is an Earthquake, so I am just going to open it, twist it if I need to, and I'm just going to draw it very closely to the lash line because I don't want anything too bold because the eyes are really bold themselves, so... I just found this product in my makeup bag. It's called Eye Dazzle, and it's from... It doesn't say what brand it is actually. So it's just called Eye Dazzle, and the shade is in Leona. So I'm just gonna apply it where I have the shimmer before, just to enhance it a little bit more. That turned out. It's pretty shimmery. I like how it sticks pretty well, and I think it just needs to set for a little bit, so that's all good. Lastly, for lashes, I butchered up this name so badly last time I introduced it. It's the Monsieur Big mascara from Lancome, and I've been using it for the past like 2 or 3 weeks, and I have been enjoying it very much. It gives me a lot of length to my already long lashes. I am just going to apply to the top. It is so hard to sneeze when you do your mascara, because if you squint your eyes, it gets onto your eyelids and your crease, and it just looks terrible. I've done that like once, and I've learned just to try to stifle it as much as you can. One thing I forgot to do is to do the under eyes. So I think I'm just gonna go in with the Don't Give a Fudge, and I'm gonna use this tiny little smudge brush from Sephora, and I'm just going to tap it in, get all the excess off. Just I'm not going to go too far under the eyes. I'm just going to brush a little bit on the outer part. I'm going to go back in with the mascara and just do the outer lashes just to look a little bit more awake. Alright, now last but not least, we are going to do lips. And since the eyes are pretty bold, I'm going to keep the lips pretty subtle. So I'm just going to go with my everyday pink from Too Faced. Alright, but first I'm going to be using the Maybelline the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner. And then the shade is in Raw Chocolate, which I love. Done, so I am going to go in with my Too Faced Sellout Matte Lipstick, and this is like my go-to for daytime because it's just a really light, like, I don't even know what shade you call that. If you know what shade, please let me know. I mean, I've called it a mauve pink before and I really like it. So you're just gonna apply. And I don't mind that the colors mix with the lip liner. I think it just creates a nice peachy shade. And last, I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Lip Strobe Lip Gloss, and this shade is in Snobby. Snobby. And I'm just gonna pat it on. Alright, so the makeup is finished, and I will see you in literally 1 second when my hair is finished. So my hair is all done, and this is the final look, and I really love this because it's very subtle and it's not too dramatic, but it still looks very nice. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow me on this wonderful journey of learning how to use YouTube. And have a great night. Thank you so much. Good night.